So, since May, everybody has been kind of holding their breath for a PlayStation announcement. Something big, something that's going to get people who are fans of PlayStation really excited. We were all holding out hope that we were going to be getting a PlayStation showcase. As it turned out, in May, what we got instead was a state of play. And then the summer kind of came and went, and with it, some big announcements and some big showcases from other big companies. Xbox had their showcase, which was honestly a really good one. Nintendo had some directs that were really explosive, got a ton of people hyped for Nintendo stuff. And while yes, it was a good state of play that we got back in May, it wasn't that showcase. It wasn't just that big new announcement from PlayStation of what's next for the brand. It looks like, though, on the horizon and very soon, we're going to be getting some PlayStation announcements that I know is going to get a lot of people excited. And I gotta put my tinfoil hat back on about what we can expect in the future, especially when it pertains to Marvel Spider-Man 2. Be prepared, guys. It's a lethal dose of copium in today's video. So, just earlier today, the official PlayStation accounts, all of their social media channels made a big announcement of something that's gonna be dropping tomorrow. So if you didn't know, PlayStation is going to be celebrating the big 30th anniversary this year. A lot of people really excited about that. Obviously a great time to be celebrating all things PlayStation. And a brand new game just came out, by the way, Astrobot, that does exactly that. It celebrates everything and anything PlayStation. You have to go pick it up. Seriously, it might be my game of the year. But with the announcement of them talking about the festivities around the 30th anniversary for PlayStation, they put out this graphic, and a lot of people were analyzing the graphic, trying to find in there where it says to hit the thumbs up button on this video. And people noticed that, in the graphic were a lot of silhouettes of different PlayStation items. A PS3, a controller, a PS5 DualSense. Hidden in there, though, was a PlayStation 5 silhouette that looks unfamiliar from any of the PS5s that are out there right now. And that got the community going crazy. Was this our first look at a potential PlayStation 5 Pro? Well, today's announcement from all the PlayStation social media channels may give us an answer about when we can see what this weird little silhouette is. All of the PlayStation social channels posted today. Tune in tomorrow for a PlayStation 5 technical presentation hosted by Mark Cerny. The 9-minute stream begins September 10th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. BST, with full details posted on a PlayStation blog. And again, keep in mind, it was mentioned very specifically that this is a technical presentation. It is a 9-minute video. It's going live tomorrow. This is almost assuredly, almost guaranteed going to be a first look at the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's mentioned here over on the PlayStation blog. Join us for a streamed presentation hosted by Mark Cerny, lead architect of the PS5 console. The 9-minute technical presentation will focus on PS5 and innovations in gaming technology. And they also played a cool little video with this announcement. Let's just roll that clip for you guys real quick. The journey continues. Very ominous. But the reason why I want to talk about this today, not just as a fan of PlayStation who's excited about the PS5 Pro and what we could be getting in terms of the advancement of these consoles' technology. One thing that is important to mention is that with a Pro version of a console could come Pro updates for certain games. Marvel Spider-Man 2, I think everybody can kind of unanimously agree, is one of the games of this console generation that really showcases the technology of the PS5. That SSD working in overdrive, the fast travel system is unreal. How fast in general you can move in that game is insane. And the fact that it all stays at a constant 60 FPS, the fact that everything is still loading perfectly and it looks smooth, it's really something to, well, pun intended, marvel at. But that's not to say that it can look and feel even better. And if we were to be getting a PlayStation 5 Pro announcement tomorrow, if we were going to be getting a look at the next version of the PS5 that's going to have all these technological advancements, I'd have to assume that they're going to take a batch of games and announce that they're going to be getting PS5 Pro updates of some kind. And let's just say that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is going to be among those updates. You already know Insomniac doesn't just like to drop a little update like that and have it be done. I have a strong suspicion that if we're going to be getting a PS5 Pro update for Marvel Spider-Man 2 down the line, that it's definitely, at the very least, going to be coming with new suits. But there's been talk, there's been all these people wondering, are we going to get DLC for this game? We've been talking about this for a really long time on this channel, right? The copium has been insane. And maybe If we get a PS5 Pro this year, if we get the announcement of the console tomorrow, and then maybe we get a state of play later this month or a showcase, that could be the time for the Spider-Man 2 DLC reveal. Just think about it, all right? The end of this technical showcase they got tomorrow. They talk about the PS5 Pro, and they say, hey, tune in later this month for our next showcase where we're going to give you guys a look at the next batch of PlayStation games, most of which are going to have PS5 Pro updates. And then we get that Spider-Man 2 DLC announcement and we all get excited. Oh, listen, okay, I told you the copium was gonna be high in this video, all right? I'm not gonna say that this is all a guarantee to happen, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this is happening, get hype, but I will say that this is as close as we've gotten to something like Spider-Man 2 DLC being a reality. If it doesn't happen, if we're not going to get some sort of DLC for the game, I still do think that there's a really good chance we're going to get something like a PS5 Pro update. I'm not even sure what that looks like. Are we just going to bump up the resolution? Are we going to bump up maybe the FPS? It would be insane if we can see Spider-Man 2 running at like 120 on the PS5 Pro. That would be crazy. But nevertheless, the one thing is for sure is we can get excited for a PS5 Pro potentially announcement tomorrow. I think there's a really good chance of something like that, for them to say that is a technical presentation, for them to already been hinting at it with that 30th anniversary thing for PlayStation. A lot of the things are starting to line up. In general, it's really exciting that we're going to be getting something new from PlayStation now. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting that big announcement. A lot of people, like I said, have been waiting since May for PlayStation to come out with some really huge stuff to get people excited, and now looks like it's going to be the time. We're fairly far into this console generation, and I know that we're already past kind of a point where we would normally have a Pro version of the console. But I think a lot of people don't realize that the PlayStation 5, the latest consoles in general, they are very far in terms of technological advancements, especially when you compare it to last gen. This is probably the biggest leap that we have taken from one generation to the other. So pushing it even further, like, I don't even know how I can fathom that right now. I don't even want to think about what something like a PS6 could even look like. In general, though, I am excited, you know, now that we're celebrating that 30th anniversary, what we're going to be getting tomorrow from this new announcement. And you know what else is celebrating their 30th anniversary? Insomniac Games. I'm just saying. PlayStation's 30th anniversary, Insomniac's 30th anniversary, a new update to the PS5 console. We're gonna get maybe an update for Spider-Man 2, and maybe we get some DLC. Maybe. Nevertheless, I'll be here, of course, to be covering all of this right here on this channel. If we do get an announcement of DLC for Marvel Spider-Man 2, or if we just, at the very least, get an announcement of a PS5 Pro update, I'll keep it guys covered. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you got those notifications on for all things, everything Spider-Man 2 related and Marvel games related here on this channel. And with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all this information here in this video? Are you excited about whatever they're going to be announcing during this technical presentation tomorrow? And then also, are you on the copium with me? Do you think that maybe we're going to get a state of play or a showcase later this month or at some point in the future, and then we will see maybe a DLC reveal for Marvel Spider-Man 2? Sound off with all your thoughts in the comment section below. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.